Lions still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
And that one's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. They'll be led out by the pilot of this offense, their rookie quarterback from Michigan.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They send a tight end in motion. Second and 10 now. He's on the move. He's running with it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Play action on first down. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another throw here on second down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he hits the deck after setting him up with first and goal. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. Tight end going in motion here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And that run good for 6 yards, and it brings them closer for third and goal. They motion the tight end over. Here he is on third and long. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Here we go, second and very long. Complete out to the right. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They'll run it from the gun. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Across midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits him on the out route. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs stretch their early lead to 9. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 42. Short pass brought in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pass play coming here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Trying again following the sack. It is Kupp, left side.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Looking for a throw here. Oh, he got for it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll try and throw it here. Rolling left, buying some time. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This time it's a passing play. Flush down out to his left. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Give now to the running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the well again. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Motioning the tight end now. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run for this. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a 1st. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives them 1st and goal. back gets the handoff. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll throw it. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escape. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Well, Brock, not the way I imagined it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted. It's a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Lions looking for a score before halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down. Called in left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Still sticking with the passing game. Chased out to his right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Working inside the red zone. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Detroit. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10.
17. Lions 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. To the air now on 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll run here on 1st down. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this 1st half. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's a return from the 7. This return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Tight end in motion right. Throwing from the gun. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They'll throw on 1st. He's got pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Tight end gets it running forward. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Back on the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. A give now from the gun. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Back to throw. Searches from the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that 1st sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break. And they finally get him to the ground.
And he's going to take this only to about the 31. It's a 3-yard pickup. That's going to leave him facing 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Gain of 6 yards.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. This 42 yards from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Receiver in motion, headed right. They are throwing it again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. On the move, headed right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Looking right, and he finds him. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Throwing from the gun here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Here we go. 2nd and very long. He's got a man left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. Yeah. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Dropping back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Forced out to his right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 19. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call. Throwing off the play fake here. He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, he got it! Interception! A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Plowing up the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. It's a 4-yard scamper, and they get some yards back. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 14. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 38. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw now. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hauled in left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. Still sticking with the passing game. Connects on the crosser. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll throw it again. Pass caught, 9-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll throw on first. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it'll be second down. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw it. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs up by 6. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Try and push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, after that stop, Kate, they can start to celebrate. Or kind of. They still got to finish this game. And my favorite formation in football, that victory formation. Get into it, secure the football, and you'll secure this victory.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.